Science. When I see you guys, I can see why. Israel is a democracy. In a holy country, religion is not forced on you. In the Muslim world, if you go against Islam, you get the death penalty. But in Israel, you don't. You aren't forced to act like religious minorities.
What difference does that make? Yeah, I know, you're right. But what difference does that make? Nazi Germany in the 1930s. Nazi Germany was the most advanced country in Europe. There's no fucking Nazis, weren't they?
I'll answer. These people are Muslims. In their Quran it says all blessings and good things come from Allah. So I ask them, why is Israel blessed beyond belief and the countries around are not? And they will never answer that. Your other point, the Nazis, when the Germans, Nazi party first came to power, it was quite good. Yes, but then they went bad, now what happened to them? It crumbled.
You're not answering my question. Yes, it was.
Okay, he thinks Hitler's Germany was advanced. They got bombed to bits, and he thinks that's advanced.
In 1945, but you look at 1944, 1943, 1942, all the way to the 1930s, they were the most advanced country in Europe.
So many strange things that we put behind. No, I could tell when something's going hard from the back.
It's Jesus.
It falls on the head, it's gravity, it's on the back of the head. It's one of these jokers. They've got no arguments, so they throw things.
Mr. Speaker, why were the Jews offered? Come on, an African land first.
It's alright, I'm used to it.
I'm not saying what the Nazis did was alright.
You think imperialism has nothing to do with it? Come on, Speaker.
Everything got bombed to bits in Germany.
Just saying no is not an argument.
I didn't just say no, I said the country got bombed to bits.
Yeah, but before
it was no longer. Yes, it used to be when they were building roads and NHS, service, then it was. When they got into democracy, then it started getting downhill. Jesus, stop! I've asked him, how come you know there's racism in the Middle East? Do you know what Syria is called? The Arab Republic of Syria. But in Syria, there are Kurds and other minorities. Stop throwing things at me.
Jesus in you.
Yeah. The third world is alive and living in London. So, Egypt is called the Arab Republic of Egypt, but there are black people living in the Arab Republic of Egypt. Israel is just called the State of Israel. Well, no racial undertones at all.
It's run by Jews. It's just run by Jews.
Yeah, I can always tell the type. It's never a Chinese person, or Japanese, or European. It's always the third world, normally Arab countries. Yeah. So, Iran is called. This person there, this picture was he's got 4 wives. He's got 4 wives. He's got a gay rights. In Iran, there's a state religion. If you're not Jewish, Christian, or Muslim, if you're an ethnic minority in Iran, you aren't allowed to go to university in Iran. That's crap, that's apartheid. In Saudi Arabia, women have to wear the full burqa when they go out of their house. They aren't allowed out of their house without the permission of their husband or their father. Oh, stop trying to switch that Israel is the only place in the Middle East where an old man, old woman, when she gets married knows her husband can't have an extra wife. In Israel, 1 wife, 1 husband. In the rest of the Middle East, you can have 4 wives. And in the rest of the Middle East, wife beating is permitted because it's in the Quran. In Israel, wife beating is not allowed. In Israel, even though it's got a Jewish majority, there are eating.
I have a question for you.
He drinks chocolates,
Leave the guy alone, man.
He drinks cocoa beans, go in England and fall off trees.
Sir, I have a question for the speaker. Is there clearly most of the people are against? Is there anything Israel should be doing that's better?
Every country in the world
Is there anything Israel could be doing that's better?
Every country in the world could be better. About Israel, yes, they should stop building settlements in the Arab territories.
You don't believe that?
Yeah.
You don't believe that?
I believe that 100%.
He just said it.
I've got a badge here that says so. I always got this badge here condemning Israel for building settlements. Building settlements in Israel.
What comes out of his mouth?
You don't think he believes it?
It's a Zionist country.
He doesn't want to believe anything which supports Israel. So if I say something good about Israel, he'll say I'm...
No.
He can make his own decision. Every man has his own right to make his own decision. And every woman does as well.
Anyway, in Israel there are two official languages, Hebrew and Arabic. On all the coins and banknotes in Israel, they are written in Hebrew and Arabic. The street signs are in Hebrew and Arabic. Stop throwing things at us.
Enough.
In the Israeli parliament, there are Arabs. In the Israeli judiciary, there are Arabs. In the army, there are Arabs, as high as general. They get a better deal in Israel than they do in the Arab countries around. The only country in the Middle East where the government is killing their own people is Israel. You never get Israeli Arabs carrying out suicide bombings. Palestinians and others, but not Israeli Arabs.
Explain why freedom of speech is so important. Explain why freedom of speech is so important.
Absolutely. I love freedom of speech. When I first did come to the Speaker's Corner 20 years ago, no one would interrupt. They'd ask a question. Here now, they just shut you down. I'll tell you why. Some of these people come from countries like Iraq, Libya, Syria. They have dictators who get to power by force. They force their opinions on people and have guns. And this filters through society. That's why they end up like this. In democracies, we debate one another. We want to hear the other side of the story. That's when they're in Parliament and it filters all the way down through society. That's why Europe is very different from the Middle East and North Africa. But I'm glad you guys are coming here. One day say, why is Britain a nice place? You'll work out it's democracy, freedom of speech, equality for women, and you will tell your friends back there, tell you what, we can make our country like this. They are better than us. They've got a better system. That's all.
Mr. Speaker, can I ask a question?
Yes.
If you'll allow me.
Yes.
So your argument is that Israel's blessed by God. That's why they're doing
That's what the Quran says. Yes.
Israel's supposed
That's what the Quran says. I quote you the Quran. I also do believe in God, but I follow the Jewish Torah. Same thing. You get blessings from God.
Okay, so I was just wondering, do you think imperialism has nothing to do with it then?
Imperialism?
Yeah.
No, there's no imperialism.
So you're
Where's
saying...
the imperialism?
Okay.
Do you mean Israel is imperialist? The Jews went back there to their ancient homeland, as Allah in the Quran said, as Jesus
I thought
Christ
you said it's a debatable, but you're not actually letting me talk. Can I talk?
You did, you said he stopped.
Oh, I said it stopped.
Just go for it, just go for it.
No, you suddenly stopped, so I
No,
started
I said,
speaking.
can I get a word in?
Go ahead, just say it.
I said speak. Speak. If you stop, I'll start speaking.
Alright, so what I wanted to say, you think Africa is backwards because they're not blessed?
No, there's lots of things. Yes, they don't educate themselves the way we do in the West. They don't follow the one God, so they don't have such good values that we have in our holy books. They're the main reasons. Yeah.
So you think the stealing of resources and imperialism, colonialism has nothing to do with it?
stealing them.
Wait, did that have nothing to do with
Do you
it?
think we're stealing their resources?
Are you aware of history, or are you just trying to come up with your own ideas here?
No. Some people say we're stealing their resources. No,
Are
we
you
actually
not?
buy them.
Wait, are you
we
not?
buy them, correct.
$214 billion
I did
paid
say
by
it.
the African Union to France. For what? For being colonized. You're
I'll tell you if you
Are you
want to
rationalizing your argument?
Do you want to listen to my argument rather than try to whiz my mouth?
I'm actually quite...
They sell their raw materials to us. We give them money. Without money,
you didn't hear me. 214 billion paid to France.
Try listening.
The African Union paid $214 billion to France for being colonized.
Look, if you want to believe we steal from them,
are they buying resources or are they selling resources? Rationalize your argument. Mate, I'm not African, I'm just stating facts.
Are stupid. Apparently, we take their raw materials and don't give them any money.
Did you not? Did you not?
And he's stupid enough to
Wait, did you not? You're stupid enough to say you didn't.
So, anyway, the Africans claim
what happened
they
to the
are
debate,
selling
Mr.
stuff
Speaker?
to us. Are they right or is he right?
No, they're right. They're right. You're right. Everyone's right. I agree. God bless Africa.
This is the most important things about Israel. That women have rights and that women have
absolutely.
That I can stand here and ask you questions and talk to you.
I agree. I agree. One of the reasons why Israel is so much more advanced than all the countries around it is women have equality with men. They've even had a female Prime Minister, Mrs. Golda Meir. They've got a woman, they've had a woman Foreign Minister, Zippy Lively. They've got women in the High Court, women throughout society, including in the army.
I'm asking a question.
That's good. And because of
What does that have to do with being advanced if you're being paid $30 billion a year by the USA?
Society. Israel is a well-balanced society. In the rest of the Middle East, the men dominate and they don't have a well-balanced society. In the West, if you go back to the days when we had kings, we weren't particularly blessed. But now we've got equality for women and democracy and freedom of speech and freedom of religion. Now we're way, way better than even when we had an empire.
You stole Canaan! What happened to the Canaanites? You went in and slaughtered them!
Thank you! You're not talking about anything bad about Israel, but instead you're just banging on about the bullshit.
British state of Christianity or whatever, right? But
That's
have
right.
you seen how many
like
racist fucks there are in England? Like,
most people in Britain,
Mr. Speaker, do you agree that the Native Americans should be given their lands back?
most people in Britain
Because that is the same argument that you're making for the Israelis.
and that's why Britain is as blessed as Israel.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker,
In the Israeli constitution,
America be given back to the Native Americans?
is allowed. Everyone is considered
Should
equal.
America be given to the Native Americans according to your argument?
That's good. That's good. I like it.
This is clear that you're a Zionist. You're a Zionist, Mr. Speaker.
Democracy.
You're a Zionist.
The opposite of the
Clear Zionist.
dictatorship.
Should America be given back to the Native Americans, Mr. Speaker?
You've looked out the world isn't perfect.
No?
All I'm saying is, if you look around the world, the best countries in the world have democracy, freedom of speech, equality for women. And it's not perfect. Don't pretend
it makes
it's
you a good
perfect.
country. Doesn't mean that if you have the as a general sense, if you have those things, you will be a good country. One doesn't.
It's very, very simple. All the best countries in the world to live in are democracies with freedom of speech and equality to live in.
So let me get this straight. This man is saying that Africa was colonized because the Western world wanted to make it a better continent.
Good pride to
So
work
they killed over 180 million Africans for
But
that.
despite good
And you're trying to
education,
justify
some
that.
Britons still can't work it out.
The loss of life for better development.
America.
Clear Zionism.
And why do they want to stay in America rather than go back to Africa? No, this is England. I'm going to speak in English.
Are you a Zionist, Mr. Speaker?
What do you mean by a Zionist? What's a Zionist?
Well, exactly what you're doing.
Am I doing what I'm doing?
Yes. According to your own explanation, should the Native
I'll
Americans
tell
receive the land of America?
what a Zionist is. A Zionist says that God promised the Jews to return to their ancient homeland. He said it in the Muslim Quran, in the Christian Gospels, and the Jewish Torah.
Where was the Holy
So
Land?
yes,
Where was the
I'm a
Holy Land?
Zionist just like God is. So I'm in good company. If Zionism is good enough for God, it's good enough for me.
Exactly, you can't.
Because in all three holy books, he says the Jews, when they're bad, will be kicked out of the promised land. But towards the end,
yeah, you are a Zionist, exactly.
So there we are. There we are.
So you are saying giving someone else's land to somebody else because God promised to them and kill those people is justified?
Tell God he's wrong.
He's wrong. I just did. And you're wrong for supporting bullshit.
I've got moderate religious views. Yeah. Do you know, I've met Muslims who even believe their own Quran. Even the bit that says the children of Israel will return. I meet other Muslims who pick and choose from the Quran and wonder why God isn't blessing them. You don't need to look at my hand. So, every time I go to Israel and visit the neighbouring countries around, I can see why Israel is blessed by Allah, God,
blessed by America and the European Union.
Are not.
Blessed by America and the European Union. Please, can you say it straight?
Muslims are deserving of God's blessings.
Please.
Then the Middle East
Let's
will
get
be
it
a
straight.
great part of the world like it used to be in the past. Why do tens of millions of Muslims want to get out of Muslim countries to come live in the Christian democratic West?
Because you're bombing them.
They want to go.
Because you're bombing them. This is the only safe place because you're not going to bomb yourself, are you?
Long before that, they want to go and live in.
You're not going to bomb yourself, are you? The best place to come is right next to you.
Australia, Germany, Sweden, anywhere in Western Europe. They don't want to go and live in Pakistan or Bangladesh or Somalia or Indonesia or Malaysia. No.
What's wrong with Bangladesh?
Countries,
what's wrong with Bangladesh?
They want to go to live in the West.
What's wrong with Bangladesh? Mr. Speaker, you're mentioning names, but what's wrong with these countries? What's wrong with Bangladesh?
They are the countries that people want to get out of.
Is Bangladesh not a democratic country?
So, ask yourselves, why do Muslims want to get out of places like Bangladesh and Pakistan and Indonesia and Iran to go and live in the West?
They're following the resources.
Answer that. Why can't they make their own countries nice places to live?
They're following the resources.
If they're on side with Allah, Allah will help you. But if you're being bad regarding the Quran, He won't help you. So you'll have to get out and go to a country which is blessed.
Yeah, we're blessed here. We've come back to our